Hi, I'm Uncle Lou, and I approve this message. I am the people's YouTuber. Good morning. Welcome to another America's Most Wanted edition here of the Uncle Lou Show. It's me, Uncle Lou, live on LouTube for you people. As you can see, I have my tinfoil hat on, and you know what that means. It's time to go ahead and talk about the government again. This video here is by request. A couple of you guys there went ahead and wanted to hear Uncle Lou go ahead and talk about the po-po. You guys wanted to know my opinions on the police, and that's what I'm going to do for you here. Now, before I start, I want to make one thing perfectly clear here. Uncle Lou does support the police in general. That's right. I'm not anti-police. I'm not anti-cop. That's right. I know that most police officers there and most cops are good people and do a good job. So I want to go ahead and say that now at the beginning before I get into some of these things that I want to talk about here. It's kind of funny that this just came up recently where you guys have wanted me to talk about this, but in the county that I live in here, there's been some developments over the last few days that have been a little irritating to Uncle Lou. That's right. Believe it or not, the police department here in the town that I live just received $3.5 million in surplus military equipment. That's right. They received 12 Humvees. 200 body bags. And the grand prize that they went ahead and received, an M-Wrap. I'm going to put a picture of that up here so you guys can see what that is. The local police here where I live think it's a good idea for them to go ahead and have one of those. Now clearly that is a war machine there, and I'm of the opinion that civil police departments do not need war machines. I don't get it. I don't see the point. Police do not need military equipment. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of money. It's an abuse of power waiting to happen there. That's right. Slowly but surely, America is turning into a police state. That's right. They're already setting up these roadblocks all over the place here, which are unconstitutional in the opinion of Uncle Lou. That's right. They're stopping every single car that goes by for no reason. That's right. I'm not sure what happened to the part of the Bill of Rights that says we should be free from illegal search and seizure there, but that's right. They go ahead and stop you for no reason. They pick a place in town. They set up 50 or 60 cop cars with a bunch of flashing lights and sirens. They go ahead and stop every car that comes through. That's right. They call it a DUI checkpoint. It's more like a show me your papers checkpoint. That's right. These are the same sorts of things that they had in Germany pre-World War II while Hitler was around there in the 1930s. That's right. And if your papers didn't have the correct identification, guess what? You're out of luck, sir. That's right. Get on this train. It only has one stop, and that's the camp. And I just don't see the point in having these illegal checkpoints all over the place. Uncle Lou is much too busy and way too important to be getting stopped by these checkpoints for absolutely no reason at all. Now if they have these in the town that you live in and you're looking to do something interesting and exciting with the popo there, Yep, then when you pull up to one of these checkpoints, what you could go ahead and do is just roll your window down about 2 inches. That's right, they love it when you do that. Just enough room for you to slide your license through. That's right, now they're probably going to go ahead and tell you to pull over to the side so they can illegally search you at that point. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not going to give you any legal advice. Yep, but unless Uncle Lou is under arrest or being detained, then not pulling over, not waiting, don't have time. That's right, whenever the police question you, the best thing you can do is to question them back. That's right, you just simply ask them, am I being detained or am I free to go? If you're not being detained, then you are free to go. So, yep, don't let them push you around and intimidate you. The same laws that apply to you apply to the popo too. That's right. Yep, so again, I think it was Thomas Jefferson, who was a great American, once said that anybody who is willing to give up their personal liberty for a little bit of extra security deserves neither and ends up with neither either. That's right. So protect your personal liberties. That's right. Don't tread on me, sir. Yep. Now, y'all wanted to hear some Uncle Lou police stories, if I've ever had any interactions with the police. Of course I have. Yep. I'll share one or two here. Now, most recently, me and Mrs. Lou were riding down the road. Now, this is a fairly busy road, a mile from where I live here. Believe it or not, we were making a run. It was about 10 o'clock at night to this place in town that sells really good milkshakes. And we were on the way there to get one. Now, to get to that place, you have to go down this road. And on this particular road, because we live here and travel this road all the time, we already know that there's 2 cops that like to hide in this one particular place there. Yep, so as we were coming up on that place, Mrs. Lou was driving. I looked over and I said, make sure you're not speeding, because you know there's going to be 2 popos up here. So I looked down. Sure enough, she was going 38 mile an hour there. Speed limit was 45. So we were well under the limit. And guess what? We passed that spot, and there they were. 2 of them there. That's right, I don't know what they were doing. For all I know, they were probably watching a Redbox movie on their laptop that they keep in there. But anyway, yep, as soon as we passed them, guess what? One of them pulled out, got right behind us there. Went ahead and blue lighted us too. We pulled over, because that's what you're supposed to do. Cop came up to the window, asked for Mrs. Lou's identification. Show me your papers, ma'am. That's right, I went ahead and asked Officer Friendly there why we were pulled over. He went ahead and told me that we were going 65 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour zone, which I knew wasn't true. I knew we were going 37 because I had looked ahead of time. Yep, so I went ahead and told the police officer that that wasn't true. We were not going 65, that I knew they always sit there. I looked at the speedometer, we were going 37. Yep, I told him that I wanted to come back to his car and look at his radar gun and see the readout. Yep, that's what I told him. Of course, he didn't like that. Didn't take too kindly to that. That's right, but nevertheless, I demanded to see it. He stumbled around for a few minutes. Yep, then he went ahead and said, well, actually, sir, I'm not the one that clocked you. Yep, my partner clocked you, and he just told me to come pull you over there. I said, well, get him up here. Let's go ahead and see his readout, please, sir. That's right. He went ahead and handed Mrs. Lou her driver's license and her papers back, and told her to have a nice evening there. So I'm not sure what they were trying to pull there. That's right, but of course it was not my first rodeo, and I handled it like a champ. Yep, now what you have to keep in mind is it probably wasn't their fault that that happened. They probably have quotas or something like this that they have to get filled. These modern day road patrols are nothing but modern day revenue pirates. That's all they are. They're 21st century pirates. Going around trying to take everyone else's revenue there. Don't agree with that. Now the second story I want to tell here, this happened a long time ago, probably about 15 years ago or so. That's right, Uncle Lou was down at PCB, Panama City Beach there. Had a little hotel room right on the beach. It was 6 or 7 of us went down there for the week or whatever. And we were hanging out at the beach all day, doing what people do when they hang out at the beach all day. That's right. Well, Uncle Lou had a camcorder at the time, and there was some scenery that I needed to film on the beach. So I went ahead and went back up to the room to grab my camcorder. On the way back down to the beach, I had to walk through the parking lot to get to the beach. Now, Uncle Lou was on one side of the parking lot. Clear across the other side of the parking lot, there was about 4 or 5 police officers arresting someone, throwing them down to the ground, telling them to stop resisting, which is what they always tell you, whether you're resisting or not. That's right, the reason they do that is because if someone does go ahead and catch it on video, at least the police are yelling stop resisting, so it looks like the person was resisting, whether they were resisting or not. But anyway, none of that was happening in this particular case. They just had the person on the ground and were handcuffing them and things like this. And I said, whoa, this is interesting. Whipped out the camcorder. Now, Uncle Lou was about 150 feet away. Had to zoom in with the camcorder even to see it. As soon as one of the revenue pirates saw that I was going ahead and filming, he walked right up to me there, told me to turn off the camera. Went ahead and told him no. That I wasn't turning off the camera. Told him I'm staying in this hotel, and I'm in the hotel's parking lot here. And he said I was interfering with a police investigation. I told him that wasn't true, that he was interfering with Uncle Lou's vacation. That's right. He didn't take too kindly to that. Summoned one of his buddies over there, because it usually takes 2 of them to do anything. Second one came over there, told me to put the camera away or I was going to be arrested. I said, arrested for what? He said, disorderly conduct, obstruction, and interfering with a police matter. I said, well, I'm not turning the camera off. I'm not doing anything wrong. I was 200 feet away from you guys. I wasn't bothering you. They went ahead and grabbed me there, drugged me through the parking lot. I really wish I still had this video so I could upload it to YouTube for you guys, but like I said, this was 15 years ago, and God only knows what happened to this video. But anyway, as I'm being drugged through the parking lot, the camcorder was swinging around, and all you see is sky, floor, sky, floor, sky, floor, sky, floor. They drug Uncle Lou through the parking lot, that's right. They drugged me into some little side building there off the side of the hotel, took me down a flight of stairs to this little basement type thing where they actually had a miniature jail there. They had 2 cells down there. Went ahead and threw Uncle Lou in one of the cells. Left me there for about 10 minutes or so. Then they came back in, told me that if I agreed to delete the video, that they would not press any charges. So I went ahead and pushed a few buttons on the camcorder. They weren't smart enough to figure it out, but I did not delete the video, but they let me go. Of course, I ran straight down to the beach and showed anyone who would watch what the po-po did to me. So that's a couple of stories that I had to go ahead and do there. Like I said at the beginning, I do support police in general. I'm not anti-cop. I'm not anti-police. So please don't think that I am. I have problems with certain policies and procedures too. That's right. But anyway, they're always looking for a reason to go ahead and harass Uncle Lou. Seems like no matter what I do, I can't get out of their way, sir. And that's just the way it is. So for whatever reason, they see the need to go ahead and try to bother me all the time.
Please open up.
Uncle Lou, here for you. That's right, they can't hold me down. I might be detained momentarily here. Gonna go ahead and call my lawyer.